Mga makabagong mukha ang inyong mapapanood.
At maghahatid ng mahalagang impormasyon.
Saan man dako ng bansa, inyo na po kaming masisilayan.
Handa pong maglingkod anumang oras.
Ito po ang news.
In current affairs,
Kaagapay ng mamamayang Pilipino.
Subok na mapagkakatiwalaan at may integridad.
At magbibigay ng tamang serbisyo sa publiko.
Maghahatid saya sa bawat tahanan.
Kakampi ng inaapi. Kami po ang iyong pag-asa. Saan mang dako ng Pilipinas. Abot po namin kayo.
Kami po ang bumubuo ng MARGO TV Broadcasting Network.
Ay lubos pong nagpapasalamat sa inyong walang hanggang pagtangkilik.
Maraming salamat po.
Unshaken. People. Diversity. Empowerment.
Sabi nila time heals, pero minsan kahit lumipas ng oras, masakit pa rin.
May mga sugat na hindi nakikita at may mga ngiti na tinatakpan lang ang pagod.
Pero ang healing, hindi karera.
At hindi rin ito straight line. Welcome back to Unshaken, wherever voice matters.
Today, pag-uusapan natin ang healing. Hindi yung Instagram version, kundi yung totoong healing.
Yung may relapse, may doubt, may pagod.
Because healing isn't linear. What healing really looks like?
When people hear healing, akala nila tapos na agad. Ang sakit.
Oo, parang one day lang okay ka na. Pero sa totoo lang, may araw na okay ka, may araw na hindi.
At parehong valid yun.
Tanong natin sa viewers, have you ever felt guilty for not being okay yet?
Or pressured na dapat okay ka na ba by now? So now let's welcome guest. He will share his story and answer question regarding healing setbacks.
Okay, so let's welcome our guest.
Our guest is
Yes.
coming from UK. According him, is not okay.
Sir, can you please tell us about a little about yourself?
Myself
Yes.
at this present moment?
Yeah.
Well, this is my first experience doing this sort of interview. It's like short notice,
Yeah.
but you give me questions in advance, so I can do the best to answer them because it's like I have to go back a long time, you know. It's,
But first, we need to know
Your
your name.
name.
Frederick, I'm
Introduce yourself first.
oh, see, I forgot about myself.
So you must to be hell. Healing is starting now.
So how would you like us to call you?
Frederick.
Frederick.
Actually, it was the name my father gave me because that was his name.
Oh,
Same name.
same name.
Maybe that's why I don't remember.
Okay, so
Okay.
Frederick.
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 Okay,
Okay.
thank you very much, Frederick, for being here with us,
Yes.
for guesting in our podcast, Unshaken. Okay,
Alright.
so maraming tao nga hihiya dahil kung meron silang mga sasabihing nahihirapan sila. Pero ngayong araw na to, meron tayong kikilalanin. Sabi nga, si Frederick. Sorry for my Tagalog, but Anyway, we're just introducing you.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, we're not selling you anyway. Okay.
Not yet.
So
not
let's
yet.
start the
No,
ball
no, no.
rolling, Margo.
Okay.
Let's start the ball rolling.
So now I have a question for you, Sir Frederick.
Yes.
Can you share with us your story about setback that you had and how you were able to heal yourself?
Hell myself, did you say? Oh. How far do you want me to go back? How far?
It's up to you.
Right. Well, I'll start when I got involved with my three stepsons and their mother from there, right?
Mhm.
And we were married about 2008 or 9. And we lost her about, was it just under 3 years, I think? And after all that time, it was like we blended together, you know? And for me, it was my first time, well, second time around, because I was divorced in UK, right? And I used to go to the Philippines on vacation for about 8 years. And I tried to resolve the situation with my divorce and my kids, right? I had 3 kids. And it just got worse. So I came to a situation where I thought, I've got no hope of getting my kids back. So I thought, well, I've been coming to the Philippines for about 8 years, just on vacation, about 3 months sometimes. And I thought, well, I know the country the best I know. It's not like going into it blind, you know, like some guys do, as you know, foreigners that come in first time
Okay.
and they fall in love. First time they meet, you know, that's pretty, you know, that's the standard. But, you know, it was a case of once bitten, twice shy, you know, after a bad divorce. I thought, no, I'm not going to get involved. So it took about 8 years before I finally decided to make a go of it, second time around, getting married. It was the first time with a Filipino woman, you know.
Oh.
So,
So you in love Filipina?
yes. We shared online, you know, online dating. I think it was called Filipino Hearts then. And I had a few offers, of course. But you get the standard questions, you know, like saying, oh, you know, I'm a one-man woman, you know, that sort of thing, you know. And I say, oh, well, I'm a one-woman man, but one woman at a time, you know. I sort of made a joke of it, you know. Because I hear that often, you know, you get the same sort of standard conversation, you know. So my stepsons, their mother, she was different. For me, she was different from what I, with the others I got in conversation with. So we made an arrangement to meet, which was the first time for her. Yeah, for me also. Well, second time. And that is the crucial moment when you actually meet, you know. It's all right having conversations. A lot of people are very good at, in conversation-wise, you know. You can get on very well, but it's when you actually meet them face to face. And it's a long journey from UK to here, obviously. So you think, well, I hope it's worth the journey. So it's like everything else. It's a lot of anticipation. You know, what will her reaction be?
So on the first time that you meet her,
Yes.
what is your feeling? What did you see to her?
She looked different, that's for sure.
Yeah, of course.
She didn't look Filipino. I thought, are you sure you're Filipino? But she was very quiet, you know, very reserved. And I'm the opposite. So I thought, well, see how it goes, you know. And it just slowly developed. You know, I thought, no, don't give up. But the thing that I think made it, I mean, I've been a stepfather before, many years ago when I was 30, I was a stepfather, you know that? First time. And this was like the second time. because you had three sons whom you met.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, I've been in that sort of situation before.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I was impressed by her, that she was looking for somebody who would treat her sons good, not because I had money,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that impressed me because I didn't have my pension at the time. And I thought, well, I've been there before. And I think the oldest, Michael, I think she asked him what she had three choices before I came over, and she asked Michael and all, who do you think I should choose? And he chose me for some reason. So, and as soon as I met them, it was a good reaction. And for me, I think that was good for both of us. For her, I think that's what she wanted. For me, it was like, well, it's a new experience because I never, you know, I've always been used to English women, English culture, and so I can adapt. So basically, it worked out very well, surprisingly for me, because our three sons accepted me, and that's what I think that was part of the reason why she felt more relaxed with me. If they accepted me, well, there you are.
So at the time that you meet her,
Yes.
means that you already held yourself,
Oh, yes.
coming from divorce.
Well, it took 8 years
Oh,
after the divorce.
after divorce.
I didn't jump into it, you know, like, which I could have, you know, but because here, as you know, the culture here is different from the Western because Western women are more different, sort of totally different. They're more materialistic. The old-fashioned values of family life have gone. They'd rather be single and have careers, don't have a family, you know, that's sort of attitude. I mean, that's the Western style. So, I mean, I was born in 1950, so you can imagine the changes since then. And this was like a new experience for me, basically. And their mother lived in Iran for a lot of years, so she's coming from a different, because she married an Iranian guy, right? So you can imagine me from UK, husband who died of cancer, sadly, and she had to come back here. So you imagine me from UK, she lived in Iran,
Oh,
and she's Filipino.
she's a Filipina.
So you can imagine how do you blend that?
Okay.
But it worked out well, actually, considering. Worked out well. For me, anyway.
So your setbacks are your women.
Setback is a woman.
Are the women in your life?
No, I wouldn't say that because I came from a family of six, right? And I have a twin sister. She married, she was just under 20. And it was her first boyfriend. And I think basically, if the truth's known, I think she married just to get out of the house. Because my father was the old-fashioned type, very strict.
Oh.
He was a man of the house. My mother was sort of like subdued type, you know. He was the boss, that was it.
Okay.
And I was more of the rebel. I always went against authority.
Okay, so with that circumstance, can you say that you are okay now?
Well, considering what's happened over the many years, yes, I've settled, I think, very well. Considering the circumstances, you know, in between then. Because a lot of things have happened.
Okay.
Okay. So in your life after that, everything's happened. Can you share about wrong perception on healing?
Healing. Well, first of all, you got to have, like you say, you got to have the right partner, companion, who can look. There's a difference between sympathy and empathy.
Yeah.
Empathy is more stronger because sympathy, I think, can go up and down. It's emotional, you know. I think empathy is more stronger. It's more bonding, I think, personally for me. So when you meet somebody who's, for instance, what I told you earlier on about my experiences in the army, I got involved where I live in Parinaki with a German guy. Apparently his name's Florian, which in German is masculine, believe it or not. And my late wife's name was called Florian. I thought that was strange. But he was ex-soldier, German army, right? And we got on well because we had a connection there.
Okay.
You got to have a connection, which, you know, you both can relate to. And I liked him because he was a laid-back guy. I can't stand people who are very highly sensitive, you know, because people with traumas, you've got to be careful what you say to them because they're oversensitive, you know, if you say, but that's just basically because they don't tell you everything. They keep it inside, you know. So if I say something just not to hurt anybody, I met people like that, and it makes me not very relaxed. So I like to be with people who I feel relaxed with, which is, I think, is the best way, actually.
Okay. So with that, have you moved on from the situation that you had before? Have you moved on?
Oh,
or
yeah.
have-
I mean, it depends on which area of my life you're on about. I mean, as I taught you about my army, I left the army in 1977.
Oh, okay.
Present moment, I lost my partner, obviously.
Yeah.
She suffered for 6 months very badly. I mean, that was a trauma. And then on top of that, my daughter in UK, she had her marriage failed very badly. And she turned to alcohol and drink, antidepressants, and she was suicidal. So I didn't get the chance to get over my partner's demise. And about 2 or 3 months after that, my daughter wanted me to visit her, but she kept it secret about her drinking.
Oh.
I didn't know about it. And then she told me, we didn't connect for about 13 years.
Oh, it's too long.
And she told me all what happened to her in between then, because there was no communication.
Okay.
And what she told me was unbelievable. You know, because my first wife, she was very young. She was younger than me, of course. But my reason for marrying her young was because I thought, well, I'm older, but if anything happened to me, health-wise, she's still young. You know, she can look after the children. And we had 3 children. My oldest son, my only son, he was diagnosed at 2-year-old. Now, I'm sure you heard of autism, right?
Yes.
Well, autism's still not been fully understood. I mean, he's 29 now, and physically he's 29. But mentally, he's about 10-year-old.
Okay.
And he can't communicate like me. I mean, I can communicate. My daughter can communicate. My other daughter can slightly communicate, but him, no way. So I had the trauma with him. And then 2 years later, my youngest daughter got meningitis. If I didn't know the symptoms of meningitis, I would have said, oh, it's just, she's got some like measles. Just give her some Anadin or something like that. Just let her go to bed. If I did that, the meningitis would have went to her brain.
Okay. So
I had that to contend with on top of my son. And
You got lots of setbacks in your
so that's what I mean. You try to get over one setback, and then suddenly out the blue, I mean, she was only 3-year-old. And then I think my young wife at the time, I think she had a bit of a breakdown. So about 2 years, 3 years after that, she got involved with another guy, unbeknown to me. I thought they were friends. And she wanted a divorce. I wanted a separation. I said, look, with the children we have, my oldest was 7. I said, look, divorce is not good. She said, she's still very young. She said, no, I want. And I tried to persuade her, right? I tried that much. I thought something's not right with her. I knew she changed. She's not the person I married. I think she had some sort of breakdown. And this guy she got involved with, I learned later, much later, that he was abusing my kids, physically and mentally. So I had all them shocks. So the biggest shock for me, which I mentioned early on, is family. Strength and family will take you through any situation. And I lost my family. So
on that past life that you have been,
yes.
how do you deal the bad days after all the things had happened to you in your life?
Well, I came from a family of 6, right? And, you know, when you come from a big family, you tend to help each other, right? And I didn't have a chance. I didn't have that family that I wanted. I was about 42. I stayed single for so long. I thought, no, I don't want to get married. Not like my brothers and sisters. I was different. So no, I want my freedom. I want to marry when I'm ready. I didn't want to be pressured by my parents or anybody like that. I said, no, I don't want to be pressured. I want, when I'm ready, I'll do it. So I thought I was ready.
So on the past in your life, how about us now as you are?
Me, well, like I said, other things happened after that. You know, it's lots of things happen. Like I said, with the demise of my partner, that's the latest, right?
So
how
do you deal the bad days?
Well, I don't sit in the room on my own, which is worse. I always go out every day walking, because they say that's more healthy. It helps you with your depression. I don't drink every day, go to bars. Only now and then if my American friend wants me there, because he suffers from depression sometimes. And I try to tell him that don't sit in your condo. He sits in his condo, never goes out, right? He gets depressed. I says, no, don't do that. That's the worst thing you can do. And I says, don't drink too much. Don't drink when you're depressed, because that's worse. Because drink is a depressant, you know. So I stuck to them 3 things. Don't sit in the room on your own, because that'll create an atmosphere in the house. And I don't want anybody to feel the same as me, right? So, I'm very fortunate that I can sleep. Sleep is very important. I've learned to switch my mind off like that. Don't tell me how I do it. I just learned to switch off. I said, all right, I'm going now. Good night.
So with you being,
But that's important, sleep.
Okay.
so with you being divorced, then you've been a widow, right? And you had
Stepfather twice.
yes, stepfather twice.
Second time now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
Now you do have 6 kids before.
Yes.
So can you honestly say today that you're okay 100%?
Well, if I wasn't okay, I'd probably be a drunkard or a druggie.
Okay.
If you look at it, right, I've lost my kids.
Yeah.
They were all abused. My only hope was my daughter. She married a guy, right?
Yeah.
I never met the guy because there was no communication between us for years, right? And I didn't know how bad. I didn't know what happened to her when she was very young, because his stepfather wanted to have sex with her, you know.
oh,
I mean, I'm being a stepfather, so my main worry was, I've heard stories, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was never like that. I'm not like that at all. But that because they were so young and vulnerable, especially with my son and my youngest daughter, because they had symptoms, right, which you cannot, no cure.
okay.
They were, and these guys go for the most vulnerable.
Okay, my question, another question.
Yes.
How were you healed? What did you do?
I switched off
Just like
mentally.
that?
Yeah.
Mentally.
Just switch
Okay.
off?
Yes.
No, have you gone to other places like churches, like reading something? So
Well,
just switch it off,
well,
or-
when I was 36 years old, right? When I came back out of the army, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was in Northern Ireland. You've heard of Northern Ireland?
Okay.
That was a religious dispute,
Mm-hmm.
Catholics and Protestants, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, once you see that firsthand with your own eyes, we were in the middle. You couldn't keep both sides happy.
Okay.
We were the most vulnerable targets, right? And you could feel the hatred.
Mm-hmm.
It's been there for centuries, right? But anyway, that put me off religions. You know, I thought, if that's what it is, no way. But this is the thing I want to tell you. I came out the army when I was 27.
Okay.
And going through that experience,
Oh.
when I was 36, I converted to Christ.
Okay, that's nice.
People look to others, say, oh, what I seen there, it was hatred. Christ, love thy enemy. So come off it. If these guys are going to hate each other, that ain't for me. Which is normal, right?
Yeah.
If that's the way they're going, like people get on about the Muslims, they're the same.
Okay, so now my question here.
But now, I mean, I converted to Christ when I was 36, and it's been 40 years now.
So, in your life, since that you said you have a healing coming from another part in the second time for getting married here in Philippines, do you think that in this time you stay here in the Philippines, you already healed?
Yeah, well, like I say, it's only been 3 years since I lost my partner, right? And then I got the situation with my daughter. She was suicidal. She was drinking heavy, which I never knew. So all that was hidden from me for years. So it's getting over one situation and another. But when I came back, when I visited her, which has been just over 2 years, 2.5 years, obviously it affected me when I went back. But I decided when I went there, I'm a strong believer in prayer.
Yeah.
So I just said, right, it's in your hands, Lord. This is true. I'm not making it up. And I just left it at that.
Yeah.
And now she's she's pregnant now. Sadly, she got pregnant off a guy who was an alcoholic. But she was going through a bad time herself. And I thought there was no solution. When I went back, I thought there's no hope for her. She's too bad. She'll never recover. But like I said, it didn't prevent me from praying.
Yeah.
So now with her being pregnant, she's off the drink. She's off antidepressants. She's getting her life together. She'll be due hopefully next month.
Okay.
So once she's fine, I'm fine.
Okay. So my last question is,
Yes.
who inspires you now, and what makes you happy?
Who inspires me?
Yes.
Oh God. Give me time to think.
So no one inspires you. How about your friends? I'm coaching you now. How about your friends?
Well, actually, I don't have many friends.
Okay.
No, my only friend is I've known him for 5 years. He's from America, California. He comes from a different background to me, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he inspires me because what I'm telling you, he doesn't know. You know, he doesn't know my background. And I don't think it would help me actually to give me any sort of advice. But actually, I tell you who's my inspiration. It's I look, I don't read the Bible, right? But I can memorize it. And sometimes, out of the blue, if I get a little bit down, something comes into my head. I thought, yeah, that's right. That makes sense. And then I'm okay.
Okay.
So what makes you happy? You haven't answered that yet.
Oh, right. Oh, God. It's like interrogation. What makes me happy is that whatever happens, I know that I don't get over anxious. I don't turn to any stimulants. I'm grateful for that. So that to me makes me happy. Because I think under any other circumstances, I don't think, I think I would be like in a depressed state.
So,
But I can handle it. What I mean is I can sleep. I don't worry too much. I worry, but not as much as I used to. So I'm happy that in an indirect way, that I've had answers to my prayers, actually, but not what I expected, if you know what I mean. But I think once I settle down, I think indirectly they've been answered personally.
so
It takes a time. It takes a long time to think, you know.
now in your life, that is the healing and already held.
Yeah, prayer. Look, in
Okay.
circumstances I've gone through, prayer is essential.
Okay, good. So, what is your advice to those people that have experience just like you?
Well, actually, I talked to my first wife on Instagram and her partner, right? I haven't talked to her for about 16 years. So you can imagine the anticipation. Because there's many questions I wanted to ask her. And I didn't know how I would react. And let's be honest with you, after all those years and what she did, and what was the circumstances of what she did, I mean, she's suffering now, right? She's on medication, heavy medication. Of course, being the mother, she's known what she's did. But there's one thing I can say is that my reaction surprised me because all the anger that I had for a lot of years just went out as soon as I met her. I only asked her one question, that was it. And the anger just went that moment. So that for me is that impressed me. But it wasn't me. It must have been something higher
Okay.
to lift me up from how I felt. So I think it's, I'm not saying that everybody, look, being an ex-soldier, right? When you come out of a situation which I described, or any situation, if you've been in Afghanistan or Syria, because as a soldier you got to do that. Some people come out differently. So some people come out with severe traumas, and they turn to drink, and some commit crimes. Because I remember there was twin brothers in our regiment from Scotland, Glasgow. Very quiet, right? But when we came back from our first tour, we heard later that they both committed murder when they went on leave. So it affected them differently from me. I didn't turn that way. So I think when you come out of any situation, people just react differently.
Okay.
So I think that look, we got two choices. Either you allow your inner traumas, and because when you come back, people don't really want to know. Some people don't want to know, and people don't want to listen. You know, because to them it's they are separate from it. You know what I mean? They just hear it on the news, but they can be detached. And like I said, empathy is the thing that is the most important. Empathy, really. When you get somebody who can empathize, I think that can start the process. But it's very rare to find people like that. And I found it very difficult for a lot of years to find somebody who actually could empathize with what I went through, you know.
Yes.
But I decided, well, it's all right. I turned to one thing which I knew. Like I said, it was prayer. So, well,
Okay.
So, as
So-
part as Unshaken,
Yes.
he's a man that never feels sick.
Okay. So thank you very much, Frederick, for being here. Thank you very much for the sharing. We empathize with you, and what struck me most is the one that you said that you just switch off and on whatever it is that comes into you.
Yes.
So I'll do that as well. I'll learn to switch
Switch
off
off.
and switch on whenever that I feel something. And we are very happy that you are happy right now. Okay, so thank you very much.
oh
for
yeah,
visiting us, and
actually,
next
I was
time-
very surprised because I didn't know how to answer, you know. But I hope I haven't. I hope I've answered in the way
Yeah.
that.
Thank you
that was
so
helpful.
much for the sharing of your
Yes.
life to
Yes.
be
And you-
strong.
You really are unshaken.
You are in part of
Well,
this.
I rattle and roll, but I don't shake.
So that's why.
That's
you're
why
unshaken.
Unshaken.
Okay, so thank you so much. So
So,
let's just pause for a while here.
Yes.
So pag-usapan naman natin ng self-compassion kasi mas mabait pa tayo sa iba kaysa sa sarili natin.
subukan natin ito. Sabihin mo sa sarili mo, I'm allowed to help at my own pace.
Yes, correct. Hindi ka late, hindi ka weak, hindi ka failure. Yung healing can be quiet, healing can be slow, healing can be invisible, and all are valid.
Yeah, sure. I agree with that.
So, hindi namin sasabihin na everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
Kaya,
If you don't
sasabihin
lose your
natin
reason.
na, pero sabihin naman natin na your pain has its peace here.
Yes, that's right. And
Yeah.
hindi mo kailangang madaliin ang pagbangon.
This is my question.
Go ahead.
Spot.
Okay.
What if today, instead of forcing yourself, you choose to be gentle with yourself?
Well, what I just related to you is that you asked me how do I switch off.
Yeah.
I said to my daughter when I last talked to her, I says, don't beat yourself up. I don't know if you've heard of that. Don't feel too guilty. I says, that's unnecessary. I think when you get older, like I said to you early on, there's another type of trauma where you come out of a childlike view of life into reality. My reality was my experiences in the army. It wasn't like what the movies portray or whatever like that. And with some it's too sudden. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, I can't handle this. But like you say, it can, like June said, my realization was that I went AWOL. I went to Sweden. That's another part of the story. Because it was my way of saying, look, I'm against this conflict. And unfortunately, that never worked out. So I had to face the music again. I had to go back again. So that is trauma. Going back to, you can imagine going back to a conflict which you don't believe in. I had to go back again.
Okay.
That was bad.
Oh.
And finally, it says, what if healing starts with permission to rest? So,
Yes, because my healing started when I told you I switched off. I can sleep.
yeah.
No restless nights, no nightmares. I don't get any nightmares. I don't get easily upset over things, you know. Before, if I heard an explosion, oh, you know, or I could be very hypersensitive. I don't have that.
And that's really
That's
good.
a
to
good-
But I
hear.
think the healing is when you can sleep,
Yes.
you can wake up, and you're motivated to just face the day, whatever happens.
Yes.
Don't get too enthusiastic. Don't think, oh, it's going to be a great day today. Just take it easy and say, well, whatever comes. I've gone through the worst. I think if you can go through the worst without any hatred or animosity, I think you can appreciate the good. You appreciate it more,
Yes.
personally.
So switch on positively,
Positively
and
Yes.
choose to be happy.
Don't think negative. Always
So,
positive.
Yeah, so kung may pinagdadaanan ka nga ngayon, at pakiramdam mo, mabagal ka mag-heal,
Ano kaya ang gagawin natin? Siyempre, gusto naming malaman mo, you are not behind.
correct. You are human,
At bawat maliit na hakbang, bilang pa rin. Ako si Maruha.
and ako po si Cha.
Ito ang Unshaken. People, Diversity, Empowerment.
Thank you very much, Frederick, for joining
Thank
us.
you.
Thank you.
Unshaken. People, Diversity, Empowerment.
Live from Quezon City, Philippines. Your news, current affairs, and public service channel, MARGO TV Philippines. Live